What's up, y'all? Hope y'all doing well. We are back on WUG, and it's been a hot minute since I last played. And also something that I'm doing differently is that I am doing a live commentary. And I have not done a live commentary on World in probably around, I want to say around 2 to 3 years, when I had a little era where I was just making videos in 4:3 aspect ratios. But we back, and the reason why I'm even doing live com is just to try something new. I've been doing the voiceovers for a little bit, and I did find it pretty nice for me to just talk my mind while the video is playing. However, I decided to just try out something a little different and have my live reaction to what is going on. And to be able to formulate my thoughts while I am playing the game, because it is a very different skill than doing a voiceover. We driving the Porsche Panamera. So I got this thing customized, as you can see. I did try to give it more of a big baller type of vibe. What word am I looking for? Honestly, the same thing with the Mercedes, sort of like a dub edition type of thing going on here. And the Panamera, especially this generation, is not really a looker. However, I really do like the one that I made here right now. It doesn't look all too bad. I got this thing in B class. And let's do some races and see what we can do with this thing. Going up against the Sylvia with a very interesting wing. Looks a little oversized for that car. Let's see how we do. Now the Panamera, I really don't see this car too often, except for the Team Escape Edition. Now I did have the Team Escape Edition at some point, and it was a great car. But from that first turn, man, I went so wide. Let me not make that mistake again. But this thing is not really much of a turner. I really gotta dig in with these brakes. And dig in with the turning to get this thing to want to do something. That jump just really lacks confidence. Even though this car does have some speed going on, man, it kind of feels sluggish. I feel like if we were racing another car, because the Sylvia in B-Class, now I don't know if they retuned that car, but if it is still a starter car, you know, the devs do recommend not to tune your car to B-Class, because the power level just drops off compared to other cars. And it might be the case for that Sylvia right there. I am using WASD instead of the arrow keys to turn, because your boy's finger is a little messed up, and that is also making this car feel even more strange to drive. But we got the dub, but it was just all over the place, man. This car, it didn't feel tight. I mean, look at the body itself, you know? It definitely doesn't inspire a GT type of performance out here. But we got the dub. We were faster, so there was that. Got Brian Super right over here. And I am on a more technical course. So this will most likely prove to be pretty difficult with this car, especially compared to that F355 some of those other cars. And even we got the Need for Speed muscle car out here, which is pretty underrated pick if I do say so myself. Bro is using the good old Ghost. Smart. Pretty smart decision. I've never used this car, or honestly any car, on a track like this. It's actually my first time on this track. So I'm just trying to figure out where do I even go, as well as how to push this car the best I can. Seems like those dudes are really going at it with one another, which has allowed me to stay in the range of being competitive for now. I assume as the... Oh, that could have been bad. I assume as the race goes on, they will be going further and further away from me. But man. Oh, yes. Great job. Great job, me. Whoa, where do I go? Where do I even go? I literally couldn't do anything about that, y'all. I really could not. And come on. It's really hit or miss. Bro just spun himself out. That is... I've never seen that before. That is pretty wild. Yeah, I'm just competing with Ryan. Honest dog, that was my bad. I shouldn't have done that. But what happened is that my prediction was right. Those guys went crazy, and they're just fighting with one another while I'm just trying not to be last. Now, with races like these, this is fun. I know it's just like, you might be a little confused, like, what do you mean? Like, you're just like crashing all over the place. Like, it looks awful. However, it's these chaotic type of races that really pull me into this game. Yes, we finished last. However, that was very enjoyable. And that is the Porsche Panamera in B class. Very unremarkable. Nothing to write home about. Should you get this car if it's on sale? No, you really shouldn't. Just save your money. Get something else. And again, it's not even a look or two. That's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a good one. Peace.